Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're diving into something truly special, the world of wild bird photography. Now I know what you might be thinking. It seems kind of tough, right? Well, I promise you, it's way more accessible than it looks. So let's jump right in.
Yeah, I get it. The idea of capturing that perfect shot of a bird taking off, it can feel a little complicated. And you're probably picturing someone with a camera lens the size of a cannon, thinking you need all this crazy expensive gear. We're going to bust that myth right now.
Because honestly, forget the technical stuff for a second, the real reason we do this, it's for that feeling. That incredible, can't get it anywhere else joy of capturing a perfect moment. And that's what this is all about, showing you how to get that feeling for yourself.
So first things first, what's the big deal? Why do people get so hooked on bird photography? Well, at its core, it's all about capturing the raw, untamed beauty of life out in the wild. You're literally freezing these tiny, incredible moments that are here one second and gone the next.
And that's where the magic really happens, right? In freezing those blink-and-you'll-miss-it moments. I mean, it's never just a picture of a bird. It's the story of a parent working tirelessly to feed its baby. It's the sheer power you feel watching a bird take flight. Or it's just a funny, quirky little gesture that shows off its personality. Every single photo becomes a time machine, taking you right back to that moment of all.
Okay, so before we even touch a camera, before we talk about settings or lenses or any of that fun stuff, we have to talk about the golden rule. And I mean it. This is the absolute, most important, non-negotiable foundation of everything we're about to do.
And that foundation, it's all about respect. Simple as that. Think of yourself as an invisible guest in their world. You're an observer, not an intruder. The health and safety of the birds in their home, that comes first, always. No shot is worth disturbing them. Period.
So how does that look in practice? Well, it boils down to these 4 core rules. Number 1, don't get too close. Give them their space. Number 2, shh, no loud noises. Number 3, nests are a complete no-go zone. Stay far, far away. And finally, number 4, don't feed them, ever. It does more harm than good. Just remember, we're visitors in their house.
Okay, with that super important foundation of respect locked in, now we can talk about the fun stuff. Gear. So what do you actually need to get out there and start capturing these amazing moments?
Really, your essential starter kit boils down to just 3 main things. First, you need a camera body where you can swap out the lenses, like an SLR or a mirrorless camera. Second, and this is key, you need a telephoto lens. This is what's going to get you close without actually getting close. Something around 300 millimeters is a fantastic place to start. And third, something to keep it all steady, like a tripod or a monopod. And look, you really don't need to break the bank here. You don't need top-of-the-line stuff to begin with. You just need the right tools.
Now, when it comes to that telephoto lens, you've basically got 2 main choices, and it's a classic trade-off. You've got your zoom lens, which is your jack of all trades. Super versatile, lets you reframe your shot without moving your feet, which is huge. On the other side, you have the prime lens. Primes are often a bit sharper, and oh man, they give you that gorgeous blurry background, what photographers call bokeh, that really makes the bird just pop right out of the frame. There's no right answer here. It really just depends on what you value more, flexibility or that ultimate image quality.
All right, we've got our ethics straight, we've got our gear ready to go. Now for the part that takes you from just taking snapshots to creating truly beautiful photographs. Let's get into the techniques. First up, let's talk about composition. This is the art of it all. It's way more than just pointing your camera at a bird and clicking. It's about how you arrange everything in that little rectangle to create a feeling, to tell a little story. And one of the best, most timeless tools for this is something called the rule of thirds. Just imagine your screen is split into a tic-tac-toe board. The idea is to put the bird not in the dead center, but along one of those lines, or even better, where 2 lines cross. And here's a pro tip. Always leave some empty space in the direction the bird is looking. It just makes the whole photo feel more balanced and dynamic, like something is about to happen.
Okay, next up, this one is huge. We have to talk about nailing the focus. Because there's nothing more heartbreaking than capturing a perfect moment, only to find out later that it's blurry.
So here's the golden rule, the one thing you need to remember. Focus on the eye. Always, always, always the eye. That's what gives the photo life. Now, a lot of modern cameras have amazing animal eye-tracking autofocus. If you've got it, use it. It's a game changer. But also remember that getting a sharp photo isn't just about where you focus. You also need a fast enough shutter speed to literally freeze the bird in motion. Otherwise, you'll just get a nice, sharp blur.
And that brings us to the final piece of the technical trifecta, the one ingredient that can single-handedly make or break your photo, and that is light. You see, not all light is created equal. The absolute best, most beautiful light you can find is during what photographers call the golden hours. We're talking about that first hour or so after sunrise and the last hour before sunset. The light is soft, it's warm, it comes in at an angle, and it just makes the details and colors of a bird's feathers look absolutely incredible. Compare that to shooting the middle of the day when the sun is right overhead. That harsh light just creates ugly, dark shadows. So, become a morning person or an evening person. It's worth it.
So, you've got the mindset, you've got the gear, you've got the techniques. You're ready, right? Well, almost. The last part of the puzzle is all about what happens out in the real world. It's about patience, a lot of practice, and learning how to troubleshoot when things don't go perfectly.
Let's run through some of the most common problems you're going to face. So, you take a shot and the bird looks like a tiny dot in the middle of the frame. Totally normal. You can either get a longer lens down the road or, for now, just crop in on the photo when you're editing. What if your photos are constantly blurry? That's your signal to dive into your camera's autofocus settings and just practice following birds in motion. And maybe the biggest one of all, what if the birds always fly away the second you get there? Well, that's not them, that's you. It's a huge sign that you're getting too close. The solution is simple. Back up.
And honestly, this right here gets to the absolute heart of wild bird photography. You can have the fanciest camera on the planet, but if you don't have patience, you might as well leave it at home. Those jaw-dropping, once-in-a-lifetime shots, they don't happen because you showed up and demanded it. They happen because you waited. And trust me, a great shot is always worth the wait.
Because at the end of the day, this is about so much more than just getting a cool picture for your social media. It's about getting outside, it's about slowing down and learning the rhythms of the natural world. It's about building a genuine connection with and appreciation for these amazing animals. The camera, it's really just your excuse to be there, a tool to help you see it all a little bit deeper.
And the best part is, you can start right now, today. You don't need to book a trip to the Amazon. Just grab whatever camera you've got, even your phone, head to a local park, and just be there. Sit down, watch, listen. That's where the adventure really begins. So, what do you say? Ready to give it a try?